Hey there everyone, welcome to another video of Foxandroid. So in this video we're going to learn how to send data from one fragment to another fragment, right? So if you have many fragments in your Android application, it is a common use scenario where we have to send the data from a fragment to another when we are switching between fragments, right? So we'll be learning that. So let me just give you a brief demonstration of what we can get by the end of this video. So you can see on my mobile screen I have this fragment called fragment 2 and I have an edit text field inside it. If I just tap on it and type in some data, I from fragment 2. If I just tap on this send button, you can see, and if I just switch to fragment 1 by tapping on the button on the bottom of the screen, you can see hi from fragment 2, and similarly I can send data from fragment 1 to fragment 2 as well. I have the edit text field send button. We'll learn that how to do this. So if you want to implement the same to your Android application, make sure you watch this video till the end. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving the notification of the upcoming videos. And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So let's first start the prerequisites for watching this tutorial, right? So we'll not be discussing about the basics of the fragments. You should know how fragments work in Android application. The second thing is you should know how to implement fragments in Android application, right? We are not going to discuss that as well. We're just going to discuss how to send the data from a fragment to another fragment. But in case you do not know about these two things, or you want to learn about the basics of the fragments or how to implement them, I already have a playlist on that, right? You can just tap on this I button and watch those videos first. I'll highly recommend that. You'll understand this in better way, right? So let's start with this. So let me just show you what I have in my project. So this is the main activity where we have two buttons and the frame layout. We have fragment 1, right? There is just text to edit text send button, and similarly we have fragment 2 with the changed background color, right? We have already implemented the code to change the fragments on this main activity, right? So let me just show you that how we're gonna exchange the data. So here you can see diagram, right? So basically this is fragment 1, this is fragment 2, right? There is a class called Fragment Manager that is there in the Android SDK. So basically there are two ways of exchanging data between fragments. The first one is view model, and the second one is with the help of Fragment Manager API that Android SDK provides us. So when you should use view model, when you have a regular exchange of data between fragments, right, then you should use view model. But if it is a 1 or 2 time exchange of data or smaller data, then you can use this method. So fragment 1 sends the data to fragment manager, right? Then this fragment V receives the data from fragment manager, right? It just requests via listener, it receives the data, and similarly fragment V sends the data to fragment manager, and fragment A receives the data via listener, right? So fragment manager is a central authority for the exchangement of the data, right? So I guess you just got the basic idea of how things are gonna work, right? So let's just implement the code. So if I just go to fragment 1, so after we have got the view, we're going to set the on click listener on the button. So we have set the on click listener. Now we are going to refer to the edit text that we have there in the fragment 1. I just name it as edit text only. We're going to put the data inside this bundle object, right? So okay, now I'm going to explain this, but before just going further, I guess I forgot to tell you one thing, that for using this fragment manager you need to implement this particular library, right? These two lines of code. Make sure that you implement this library, this androidx.fragment fragment, and there's a version of that. Currently I'm using 1.3.4. You can check out the latest version whenever you are watching this tutorial, right? make sure you implement this library, then only you're gonna get this method, get parent fragment manager, right? So what we have done is we have put the data that we're going to send inside this bundle. You can see edit text.get text.to string, right? So I've converted it to a string and put it inside a bundle. So this is the key that another fragment will be using to receive the data, right? And this is the request key. Then we have called get parent fragment manager dot set fragment result, and we have set the request key data from 1, that means data from fragment 1, and we have put the result, and then we have just set the array text to null, right? We have erased all the data. Now just go to fragment 2. Now this fragment gonna receive the data, so let us just see how this fragment is going to receive this data. So we are going to call get parent fragment manager dot fragment result listener. Here we need to pass the key, so data from 1 was the key, request key, right? And we'll pass this. So inside this we'll get the data from this bundle. So we are going to get the data inside this result object, right? So let us just show that data. So we have set the data that has been received from the fragment 1 inside this text view. So those of you who do not understand, who are not getting this data from one object, so let me just show you fragment 2. So I have this hidden text view here, not the hidden one, basically it doesn't have any text here, so you can see this one. So the idea of this is data from 1. So whenever we receive the data, we will inflate this text view. So I'm using this text view to show the data from fragment 1, and similarly we'll do this with the fragment 2 when we are sending data from fragment 2 to fragment 1. So we'll just set the on click listener on the button. So so guys, here you can see we have done the same thing, right? I have just got the reference to the edit text, then we have put the that data inside this bundle object, that is this result object, and then I've just got the reference for this fragment manager dot set fragment result, and now I've just set the request key to data from 2 because we are sending data from fragment 2 to fragment 1, and we have passed this result object. Just we have erased the data from this, right? So you can see the key is also df2, and in case of this one, fragment 1 is df1 and data from 1. Now we are going to receive this data inside this fragment 1. So for that, okay, we have implemented the code to get the data from the fragment 2, right? It is just the same code that we have written in fragment 2, right? We have got this string with the help of this key, and here we have used data from 2, and we have set it to the text view that we have in fragment 1. So similarly I have that text view, this text view with the id data from 2 in the fragment 1 as well, right? So that is pretty much everything we need to do to implement this feature. Now let me just quickly install this app to my cell phone and check if it is working fine or not, right? So guys, the app has been installed to my cell phone. As you can see on my mobile screen, if I just type in something, now if I just tap on this send button, if you just go to fragment 2, I can see if I just type something here, send data fragment 1, we have got the data from the fragment 2 as well. So I guess we have successfully implemented this feature to our Android application, and I also hope that you guys have understood the code. In case of any doubt, you can always ask me in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. The Instagram username will be there on the screen right now. If you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. In case you are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving the notification of the upcoming videos. So that is it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.